Welcome to this explainer. You know, we spend a whole lot of time down here on Earth, tracking the stock market or, I don't know, marveling at luxury real estate. But today, we're zooming way, way out. We're going to look at a massive cosmic mystery and some truly fascinating data that points us toward the absolute pinnacle of value. We're talking about the universe's most expensive substance. So, what is the single most expensive thing in the entire universe? I mean, when we talk about expensive things, our brains naturally gravitate toward what we know, right? Maybe a fleet of private jets or a massive skyscraper in the middle of a major global city. But we aren't just talking about the most expensive thing on Earth. We are talking about the entire vast universe. And to truly wrap our heads around this, we're going to need some analogies to understand just how astronomically huge the price tag of this mystery substance actually is. To start visualizing this, imagine the combined wealth of Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, and Warren Buffett. We're talking about the absolute titans of modern industry and finance here. If these four billionaires decided to pool every single penny they own, every stock, every asset, literally their entire fortunes combined, they wouldn't be anywhere even close to the price. It would be like trying to buy a sprawling mega mansion with a handful of loose change you found under your couch cushions. Now, what's really interesting about this number, 443, is how it puts things into perspective. The International Space Station cost well over $100 billion, which easily makes it the most expensive object humanity has ever built. But if you possessed just one single unit of our mystery substance, you wouldn't just buy the ISS once. No, you could buy exactly 443 International Space Stations. That's how wildly, ridiculously expensive this material is compared to the greatest engineering marvel our planet has ever produced. You know, sometimes people joke about needing to sell their house to afford a new luxury item, but a house wouldn't cover a microscopic fraction of the cost here. To even get a seat at the negotiating table, you would literally have to sell an entire country. I mean, the whole shebang, its total GDP, all its land, and all its resources. Or imagine going on a global scavenger hunt and digging up every diamond ring, every single gold bar in every bank vault, and every unmined vein of precious metal left in the Earth's crust. Even if you combine the staggering value of all that earthly wealth, it still falls completely, hopelessly short against this unknown substance. It is an economic mismatch of epic proportions. So if it's not gold, it's not diamonds, and it completely dwarfs the wealth of billionaires and entire nations, what on earth is it? Well, this substance is not a standard earthly commodity. You can't mine for it, and you certainly can't grow it. It defies all of our conventional economic rules because it belongs to a completely different category of existence. It proudly holds the title of the absolute most expensive thing in the known universe. The suspense has been building, and I think it's finally time we unveil exactly what we've been talking about. Section 1. The big reveal. Antimatter. Okay, let's dive into this. Antimatter is an incredibly rare substance with a mind-boggling price tag of $62.5 trillion per single gram. Let that sink in for just a second. $62.5 trillion. To give you an idea of that size, a standard metal paperclip weighs about 1 gram. Imagine holding a paperclip that costs $62.5 trillion. That is the sheer financial density of antimatter. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why is it so incredibly expensive? Well, mainly because it's practically non-existent in our universe. Think of antimatter as regular matter's mirror image, or kind of like its evil twin. It looks exactly the same, but it carries an exact opposite electrical charge. Because our universe is basically a regular matter-exclusive club, this mirror image twin acts like a cosmic ghost. It only appears in extreme, highly energetic environments out in deep space, or for just fleeting fractions of a second inside the world's most advanced particle accelerators. Its extreme scarcity is the foundation of its completely unimaginable price. Section 2. The power of 1 gram. Okay, this is where things get truly awe-inspiring and, frankly, a little terrifying. Remember that evil twin mirror image analogy we just talked about? Well, if that 1 gram speck of antimatter comes into contact with absolutely any piece of normal matter, a speck of dust, a drop of water, even the air itself, they annihilate each other completely upon touch. That sudden annihilation produces a spontaneous, massive energy explosion perfectly equal to the devastating atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. All from one single paperclip-sized gram. And this brilliantly illustrates just how insanely efficient and powerful antimatter really is. 64 kilograms of uranium is a heavy, bulky, massive payload of highly radioactive material. But that massive barrel of uranium and our tiny 1 gram speck of antimatter represent the exact same potential for energy release. So the crucial point is this. The historical reality of the Hiroshima bomb was that it required a massive 64 kilograms of uranium to function and release its terrifying energy. But to produce that exact same massive energy output, you only need 1 microscopic gram of antimatter. This is literally the ultimate distillation of power. It represents a 100% efficient conversion of mass into energy, which is something regular nuclear reactions don't even come close to achieving. That's exactly why a gram is worth $62.5 trillion. It's not just a rare material, it's the most concentrated form of energy in the known universe. So in a universe where something so profoundly small holds such immense monetary and destructive power, what else is hiding out there? We have literally just scratched the surface of what exists beyond our everyday understanding. Antimatter forces us to completely redefine what is possible, what is valuable, and what is powerful. It's just a stark reminder of how vast and mysterious our cosmos truly is. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer today. Keep asking questions, keep looking at the data, and never lose that sense of wonder. Until next time.